Aloha na pu'ulumua, and welcome to the workshop. Before we can leave on our expeditions, there's a few things that we need to cover, like where to go from here, how do we begin, and what are we even doing? So let's get started. In this workshop, we'll be focusing on one investigation and expedition project, which will span our entire time here. This expedition will be broken up into sections: target species research, experimental design, draft proposal, field expedition and investigation, data analysis, and at the end, investigation outcomes. Unlike other areas of research or investigation, the work being done here in this workshop is unique. You will be creating your own experimental design and investigating on your own for 4 to 6 weeks, and no one, not even I, will know what your outcomes will be. Before we discuss further your investigation and expedition, let's look first at how you will be evaluated. In this workshop, there is a maximum of 1,000 points you can earn. Because you're all still alapu'u, you'll be starting off at 0. You can earn points by completing your species investigation, experimental design, field expedition, and other assignments provided before you. These tasks are ranked as follows: Malama, 5%. Huli Kalima, 10%. Puke Mo'omana'o, 25%. Kilo, 20%. And Ho'ike, 40%. In order to move on to the next level, you'll need to earn at least 70% or a C average. Failure to do so will spawn you at the beginning, resetting all your skills and points back to 0. Now that we know how the point system functions, let's take a look at some of the tasks you'll be needing to complete. Let's look first at your overarching project. For this field investigation and expedition, we will be focusing on the following concepts: exploring the effects of alien species on the dry and arid slopes of Kalaipohaku. In this investigation, you all will work in groups to investigate one of 3 alien species on the campus. Those plants are Luswana lycosphala, Glycera striata, Cardiosparum, Halicesebum. Through this process, you will come up with a unique question, hypothesis, and your own experimental design to conduct over a 4 to 6 week period. During this time, you will be in charge of collecting data as you see fit, as well as analyzing that data. At the end of your experiment, you, along with your group, will be presenting your findings as you see appropriate for your data. A word of caution: time management will play a big role in this investigation and expedition, so plan accordingly. Now that you know all of this, let's assume that you stay on task and don't get eaten out there. On top of your field expeditions, you will also be critiqued on your field handbook. Everything that you do regarding this expedition should be documented in an organized fashion and kept together, as they will be checked periodically. Guides for how to go about this will be handed out once you have completed the basics for this workshop. That wraps it up for fieldwork, so let's talk about presenting your findings. When presenting your findings, here are some things to be aware of: your volume, clarity, posture, flow and transition, eye contact, visuals, words per slide, and message delivery. Other things to take into account are your topic, why does it matter, history, media and communication, education and outreach, science and indigenous knowledge, stakeholders, economics, laws and regulations, and solutions. Moving on to our final task, we have the Ho'ike. Once you've completed your research, investigation, expedition, and collection, you will be required to present your findings as a group. This will count as your final exam and will either make or break you, as everything is dependent on each other, as you will soon find out. Miss one piece and you miss all the pieces to follow, but we'll cross that path when we find it. So, you think you're ready to take on this project, or will you break and spend the rest of your days cleaning the workshop? Let's find out by seeing who you're stuck with in this workshop.